So hello girls, today under your corporate structure and administration subject we will be doing your fourth chapter, that is corporate meeting. Okay, so to begin with, your first topic is the meaning. Now, meaning of corporate meeting. What is a meeting? A meeting is defined as any gathering, assembly of two or more people. Okay, it is either defined as a gathering or an assembly of two or more persons in a particular place to discuss some lawful business. Okay, to discuss some lawful business of common concern and take decisions in the form of resolutions on the basis of opinion which is expressed by members present in the meeting. Okay, it is basically defined as a gathering or an assembly of two or more people who are assembling there in order to discuss some lawful business. Okay, and to also take decisions based on the particular discussion and form a lawful resolution based on whatever is expressed by the members who are present in the particular meeting. So this is with the meaning of your meeting. Now, next topic is kinds of company meeting. First, it is your shareholders meeting. Second is your directors meeting. Third is your creditors meeting. Okay. Now, in your shareholders meeting, if the meeting of the shareholders of the company, it is the meeting of the shareholders of the company. The following are the different kinds of meetings of the shareholders. Okay. Under your shareholder meeting, the different kinds of shareholder meeting are as follows. Firstly, it is your statutory meeting. Statutory, as you all know, compulsory. Okay. It is the first general meeting of the shareholders which is held just after the commencement of the business. First meeting which is held immediately after the commencement of the business. Every public company having a share capital should conduct this meeting. Okay, it is necessary that every public company which has a share capital should conduct the first annual general meeting immediately after the commencement of the business. Okay, next is annual general meeting. Annual general meeting is basically this meeting of the shareholders of the company is held once in a year. Every company should hold this meeting to discuss the affairs of the company, to pass accounts. Okay, now next is your annual general meeting which is held by each and every company. Now every company, it is compulsory for every company to hold an annual general meeting to discuss the affairs of the company and to pass the accounts of the company. Next is extraordinary general meeting. Extraordinary general meeting is basically if this particular meeting is held when you need to continue with a special business or an urgent nature which cannot be postponed at see, annual general meeting is either once in 6 months or once in a year, right? So once in 6 months or once in 12 months. But if you want to immediately pass a resolution, if you want to take a particular decision, you can conduct an extraordinary general meeting if it is very urgent for you. Or if you cannot wait till annual general meeting, then you can conduct a meeting in case of emergency needs. Okay, next is class meeting. Class meeting is basically when you're conducting a meeting with a particular class of shareholders. It could be your equity holders, only equity holder meeting, only preference shareholder meeting, debenture holder meeting. Okay, only with the class of shareholders. So this is the kind of company meeting, that is shareholder meeting. Under your shareholder meeting, you have statutory meeting, annual general meeting, extraordinary, and class meeting. Okay. Next type of company meeting is your directors meeting. Now director meeting is basically, it is only with the board of directors of the company. These director meeting is again of two types, that is meetings of board of directors. Okay, this is held oftenly to frame policies and to continuously see the progress of the company, to review the progress of the company. Okay, next is meeting of the committee. Meeting of the committee is basically when and where it is necessary to send their reports to the board of directors. Okay, whenever you have to send a report to the board of directors, meeting of the committee will be held. Okay, next is your creditors meeting. Creditors of meeting is basically, it is to take decisions on matters which are affecting the interest rates. Suppose if you take a necessary loan from the creditors, okay, if you have to repay back, now if there is any clash in the interest rate, suppose if it was 10% interest, now the interest rate has increased, in order to take all of these decisions which are affecting the interest rates. Okay, now again, these are of the following kinds, that is under creditors meeting you have debenture holder meeting. Your debenture holders are also creditors, right? Then meetings of creditors otherwise in the winding up of the company, and meeting of creditors and contributories in the winding up, during the winding up, otherwise other winding up, and during the winding up also is very important. Now next topic is requisites of an essential valid meeting. Requisites, what are the things that are essential for a valid meeting? Okay, what are the things that are essential, what are the requirements of a essential valid meeting? Okay, according to section 171 to 186 of Companies Act, certain provisions relating to the relating to the conveying and conducting of meeting, which must be compulsorily followed by every public company and subsidiary of the public company. Okay, these are something that are these are the essentials which have to be compulsorily followed by a public company and the subsidiary of the public company. In case if the public company has another branch, even that particular branch has to carry out these have to make sure that all of these are compulsorily followed. That is, essentials are as follows. First, it is proper authority to convene the meeting. Okay, to begin with the meeting, you need to have a proper authority, proper notice of the meeting. Before conducting a meeting, you need to give a proper notice. Then quorum of the meeting. Quorum is basically how many people are there, who will be there in the particular meeting. Next is proxies. Proxies, like who will be there, attendance for that particular person. Okay, then proper person in the chair. There should be a proper person who is allotted, should be in the chair to conduct the meeting. Agenda of the meeting, there should be one particular agenda, one particular purpose to conduct the meeting. Suppose it could be any topic which you are discussing. Then motions of the meeting is basically the duration or the time duration of the meeting. Then sense of the meeting, resolution, that is take necessary decisions and pass the particular decision, and minutes of the meeting. All of these are very important and compulsory to be taken into consideration by a public company and a public company subsidiary. These are the essentials. If you want a meeting to be valid, all these essentials are very important and has to be followed very strictly. Okay, proper authority to convene a meeting is nothing but meeting must be convened by a proper authority, otherwise the meeting will not be valid. Okay, the proper authority should be there. Then proper notice of the meeting. Okay, length of the notice and immediate note and effective notice must be given to all the people who have to attend the particular meeting. Same with the quorum of the meeting. Now, under the quorum of the meeting, it has a necessary provisions that need to be there. That is, a quorum is basically minimum number of members that are required to attend the meeting and transact the business. And also there is a particular purpose, that is 2 members personally present in case of private company. Okay, in case of private company, there should be 2 members who should be present. 5 members in case of public company constitute the quorum of the general meeting. This is in terms of general meeting. Okay, if the quorum is not present within half an hour of the meeting, suppose the meeting is scheduled at 12 p.m. okay, if they are not present in half an hour of the meeting will stand adjourned to the same day until the next week, same time and same place. If they are not coming within half an hour, then the meeting will be adjourned, it will be cancelled and it will be postponed to the next week. That is, suppose if the meeting was on Saturday, okay, example, if it was on Saturday, then next Saturday same at 12 p.m. it will be adjourned. Okay, next is proxies. Proxies is basically, it is an instrument authorizing to act as a proxy member. If a particular person is not being able to attend the particular meeting, instead of him there should be another person who will be attending the meeting. Okay, now types of proxy is special proxy, general proxy. Special proxy is basically a proxy who's authorized to vote only on a particular motion or proposal. Okay, only if the particular person is given the authority to vote, only then the particular person will vote. Next is general proxy, a person who's authorized to vote on all motions or proposals of a meeting. Okay, he is authorized to vote in all the motions and proposals of the meeting. Okay, proper person is chair is nothing but it is the chairman of the meeting. Chairman who has been designated or appointed on behalf of the company to carry out the particular meeting and to conduct the particular meeting. Agenda means what is the things that need to be done and what are the things that need to be discussed. Okay, motions is nothing but the essentials of motion. It should be in writing, it should be signed by the mover, it should be drafted in clear, definite and unambiguous terms. Okay, next is ascertaining the sense of meeting. Now, ascertaining the sense of meeting is nothing but ascertaining the sense of meeting is nothing but the important methods of voting. That is, voting by showing of hands, voting by poll. Okay, you are ascertaining, that is how you need to vote. Either by showing hands you can vote, or either by voting under the poll. That is, you need to put polling results. Okay, next is the resolution. Resolution is basically, it is whatever is being discussed in the meeting, you are expressing by taking a particular decision. Okay, particular decision and recording that particular decision. Now, essentials of a resolution, that is what if you want to make the resolution very effective, then these are the essentials. Resolution should be in writing. Resolution passed in general meeting of shareholders must be recorded in the shareholders minutes book and every resolution passed by the board of director must be recorded in the director's minutes book. Okay, if it is passed by the shareholder, it should be recorded in the shareholder's book. If it is passed by the director, it should be recorded in the director's minute book. Okay, now every resolution should be recorded in the minutes book, that is verbatim, that is word by word. Everything, that is, suppose if I tell if it was, it should be recorded saying if it was only. Everything word by word should be recorded. Okay, a resolution passed at a meeting cannot be annulled or revoked at the same meeting. Okay, whatever resolution is being passed, it cannot be cancelled in the same meeting. It will not be done. Okay, it should be cancelled in the next meeting or something based on whatever information is being given. Okay, next is basically types of resolution which are passed, that is ordinary resolution and special resolution, and resolution which is passed by requiring a special notice. Now what is this ordinary resolution? As per the Companies Act, the ordinary resolution is basically, it is passed based on the simple majority of votes by the members which are present by proxy, or the people who are present at the annual general meeting. Okay, now what is the ordinary general resolution? Is nothing but it is only conducted in order to approve the annual accounts and auditors report, to declare dividend, to appoint auditors, to create reserve fund, to issue bonus shares, to issue to authorize issue of shares at discount, and to appoint branch auditors. Only for these particular things the ordinary resolution is being passed and a meeting is conducted to pass an ordinary resolution. Now special resolution, according to section 189 of the Companies Act, special resolution is basically when you have to conduct a meeting to pass a special resolution, that is in case of emergencies. Okay, to either change the name of the company, to change the registered office of the company, to change the registered office of the company from one state to another, to change the object of the company, to alter the articles of association of company, to create reserve capital or liability, to reduce share capital, for voluntary winding up of the company. Okay, only in terms of these particular things there is a special resolution passed and their meeting is conducted. Next is resolution requiring a special notice. Resolution requiring a special notice is nothing but it is basically done as per section of the Companies Act. It is basically done to appoint the auditor other than the retiring auditor, to provide the retiring auditor who will not be reappointed, to remove a director on the expiry of his term. Okay, all these sections are very important. To appoint another person as director in place of the director removed, and to appoint a director certain persons who cannot be appointed as director in the ordinary course. If these matters have to be discussed, only then the special resolution, that is resolution requiring a special notice, will be passed and the meeting will be conducted. Next is the minutes of the meeting. Minutes of the meeting is nothing but what is the minutes of the meeting, what is the duration of the meeting, which has to be recorded and written down in the special record that has to be recorded. Okay, now next, as per the particular topic we discussed what are the motions, we discussed the resolution, and we discussed the minutes of the meeting.